This is my first time telling people other than my family these things, and am not very good at writing, so bear with me. Ever since I was little, weird things have always happened around my house. Mostly small things like lights flickering or strange noises throughout the night. But there were a few instances where I can't help but wonder if something just follows my family. When I was younger, maybe around 5/6, I was laying on my older sister's floor when I saw this dark figure in the hallway. Of course, I assumed it was my dad getting ready for work, so I got up to see him. When I left her room, I was able to see it more clearly. It wasn't my dad, but just a dark, shadowy figure standing there. I obviously got scared and ran back to my sister's room, where I woke her up and told her what I saw. She looked out her ajar door and said there's nothing there. The second instance I remember was when I was around 12. I was asleep in my bed when I woke up to someone opening my door. I assumed it was one of my sisters or my mom, and then a cold hand touched my stomach. I was frightened, yet I kept my eyes closed. I said, "You woke me up," still thinking it was one of my family members, but then a male voice replied, "I know, that was the point." I obviously got scared and opened my eyes, but no one was there. I left my room and went to the living room where my sister and mom were. I told them about it and they said no one else was home and they didn't go in there. The third encounter was when I was 14/15. I was home alone and I went to the living room to hang out. It got weirdly cold, and then I swear I heard a woman whispering in my ear. I freaked out and screamed, and then it stopped and my dog just looked at me like I was crazy. I told my sister about it later and she seemed to know what I was talking about, saying that just heard that too. My final encounters, if you can even call this that, was when I was around 16 and turning 18 now. I got a Ouija board as a gift from my mom. Mia and my sisters have all used it together before, some strange things being said on it, but I've also done it alone. I remember having everything all set up and saying, "Is anyone there?" not really expecting anything to happen because I was alone. But then it moved. I can't really recall exactly everything I was asking the spirits, but I remember the air in the room feeling heavy or suffocating and feeling like I was being watched. I was getting pretty bad vibes, so I said goodbye and put the board away, but the feelings didn't go away until my family came home, and that's never happened to me before. I'd never felt anything dark from the board before. Now most of my family has had paranormal experiences, but I don't know most stories very well. I'll add my mother's experiences here. My mom used to live in an apartment when she was younger for a few years until they moved states. She was around 5/6 when this happened. She woke up to knocking on a door. She opened it and a man was there asking her to come with him. She was about to when my grandma woke up and went to check on her and saw what was happening. She said that the man didn't really have a face or anything. He was just a tall shadow. Obviously that scared her, so she shut and locked the door. The next day she was telling her friend about it, who was a psychic, and she said no spirit with good intentions would ever want to take a child somewhere. That same friend also appeared in my mom's dreams long after she passed, telling my mom how she was going to die.